Have you ever stopped to think, how can a profession fail for thousands of years and still be trusted, respected, even revered? That sounds like the setup to a bad joke. But it's the actual history of medicine. Some researchers have pointed out that genuine, reliable cures are essentially a 20th century phenomenon. Which means that for most of human history, doctors largely couldn't heal their patients. Bloodletting, herbal remedies, elaborate rituals, the success rate? Pretty underwhelming. And yet medicine never disappeared. It was passed down through the generations, becoming one of the most respected professions in every civilization on Earth. Which raises the obvious question, why? A philosopher named Broadbent has an answer. Medicine survived, he argues, not because it cured people, but because it was good at two other things, understanding disease, and predicting how it would unfold. Healing was always the goal, he says, but medicine's real core business was diagnosis and prognosis. But here's where it gets interesting. Another researcher pushes back, hold on. Broadbent's logic rests on a hidden assumption, something we might call the no-nonsense principle. The idea that a profession's core business has to be something it can actually deliver. Otherwise it collapses. It fades away. It gets replaced? Sounds reasonable, right? But think about it. A comedian's job is to make people laugh. And yet even the greatest comedians bomb. They tell jokes that land in total silence. Has comedy ceased to exist? No. Mining exists to extract valuable resources, but countless drilling projects come up completely empty. Has the mining industry collapsed? Hardly. Police are there to maintain order and reduce crime, but crime has never gone away. Have we abolished the police? Of course not. All of these professions fail, repeatedly, and all of them are still standing. So why? Because what keeps a profession alive isn't a perfect track record. It's the persistent, sincere pursuit of a goal that society recognizes as worth pursuing. That goal itself is the justification for existing. Researchers call this idea refined curativism. The essence of medicine is an organized, socially accountable effort to help people who are sick, even when a cure isn't always possible. Healing is medicine's North Star, its soul, not a performance metric it has to hit every single time. That's why medicine wasn't abandoned through thousands of years of failure. Not because people were being deceived, but because they understood that some goals are worth chasing forever, even if they can never be perfectly achieved. So back to where we started, how can a profession that rarely succeeded still be considered legitimate? The answer is this: we've never judged professions purely by their success rate. We judge them by whether they're genuinely, consistently striving towards something that truly matters.